Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the Lenovo ZUK Z1. So last week Lenovo announced the ZUK Z1 in India. While the device is not a newly launched device as it was first announced in China back in 2015. It does pack some impressive specs for a mid-range phone. The ZUK Z1 sports a 5.5-inch Full HD display, it's a 1080p display and is powered by the 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 SoC. Even though the Snapdragon 801 is a slightly older chipset for 2016, it's still one of the powerful chipsets. The phone also comes with 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, but does not have a microSD card support. So let's go into the detailed aspects about this phone and see if this device is really value for money. First up, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, the ZUK Z1 has a simple approach and is reminiscent of many phones announced recently. While there isn't anything new to offer in the Z1, the overall quality of the phone looks really good, and this Lenovo claims that this is made of a metal frame which is made of aviation aluminum and is crafted using 16 CNC manufacturing process. The metallic chassis has a matte finish rear panel and is made of good quality plastic. The phone really feels sturdy and good to hold, and it has been given a curved rear panel which makes this really good. The volume rocker key and the power button are located on the right side while the SIM tray is on the left side. The bottom panel houses the USB-C type port, the speaker unit and the microphone. On the top we have the 3.5mm audio jack. On the rear panel we have the 13 megapixel camera, dual LED flash and the ZUK branding. The front panel houses the 5.5-inch Full HD display, the front-facing 8 megapixel camera, and we have a physical home button which is also integrated with a fingerprint scanner. Then we have two capacitive touch buttons, one is back and one is for multitasking. Overall, we would say the design and build quality of the device is really good for a phone in this segment. Now let's move on to the display. The first thing you will notice about the 5.5-inch Full HD display is the brightness. The display has 450 nit brightness, that is peak brightness, and 1500:1 contrast ratio, making it one of the really best in this category. The display has 401 pixels per inch, making the colors look vivid, and the sharpness levels are also great. The viewing angles are also really good. The touch response feels very smooth, and overall the display quality looks very good. So display is one of the really strong points of this device. Now let's move on to the software. One of the reasons for delayed launch of ZUK Z1 in India has been the software. You had a previously exclusive tie-up with Cyanogen for their devices, and hence Lenovo couldn't bring this to India. But now with the tie-up getting closed, Lenovo has launched the Cyanogen 12.1 powered ZUK Z1 with Android 5.1.1 Lollipop. If you have used a Cyanogen powered phone, you might have already familiar with the interface. It offers good amount of features, options to customize the phone. It comes with an app drawer which is arranged in vertical manner, but you can always switch to default Lollipop style launcher. The settings panel also customized, offering additional tools. The phone comes with a themes app to download and customize the phone. You can download additional themes which are available free, and you can even buy themes from the store. The ROM offers additional features and personalization option which is seldom found on the stock experience while retaining the look and feel of the stock. Apart from these options, you also get audio effects app which improves the sound quality. There is also screencasting app along with file manager and Boxer email app. You can also enable screen navigation button on the on screen instead of the capacitive touch buttons, and also you can customize the display colors. There is also support for double tap to wake and sleep options. So in the software department, it's overall a good feature-rich device with Cyanogen OS which offers tons of features to customize. But sadly, this runs Android Lollipop and not the Android Marshmallow. But having said that, Cyanogen will be working on the the Android Marshmallow version for this device and should be out in a couple of months' time. Now let's move on to the performance. The ZUK Z1 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 quad-core chipset clocked at 2.5 GHz with Adreno 330 GPU and 3 GB of RAM. Although the 801 is not a recent processor, it's one of the most powerful chipset which has been tried and tested for performance. The ZUK performs well in most of the tasks, and we hardly noticed any lags or issues. The gaming performance of the device was very good with smooth gaming experience with very less heating. The multitasking was also implemented in a pretty well manner, and it switches between apps effortlessly. The phone comes with a fingerprint scanner which is integrated to the home button, and it works really well. The fingerprint scanner is one of the fastest we have seen on the front panel and works really well. There is no microSD card on offer, but we don't think anyone would complain as there is 64GB onboard storage, out of which 55GB is available in the first boot. The call quality on the phone was very good and we did not have any issues. The speaker performance was just average and did not match up with the performance offered by the Lenovo ZUK Z4 Note. So that was the performance aspect. Now let's move on to the camera. Now the Lenovo ZUK Z1 sports a 13 megapixel shooter with f2.2 aperture and optical image stabilization, 5p lens and dual LED flash. The front facing camera is 8 megapixel for selfies and video calls. The camera interface is typical Cyanogen, where we have already seen on the Eureka and Utopia. The camera app has all the bells and whistles you would want on a camera, and you can just swipe up and down on the screen to cycle through the shooting modes available. Talking about the camera quality, the photos taken in daylight have come excellent considering the price point, and the details look spot on with very good color quality. The sharpness levels are very good. We haven't seen too many phones with a great camera quality in this price point. The close-up photos also exhibited great detailing. Since there is no PDAF, that's face detection autofocus, it does take some extra time to get the focus right. The low light photos have also come quite good with noise levels kept to minimum. But in extreme low light conditions, the noise was more or less visible. With adequate lighting, the phone can capture good photos. The video recording was also quite good for the price, but we have seen issues with focusing as we needed to tap to focus while moving the camera while recording. The front facing 8 megapixel shooter is quite good for selfies and retains the color quality. Now finally, let's move on to the battery life. The ZUK Z1 comes with a 4100 mAh battery with quick charging. The phone also comes with different battery modes, and which includes performance, battery saver and balance modes. We tested the massive 4100 mAh battery with 4GLTE as our daily driver. We got battery life of more than a day easily with average usage, and the screen on time was around 5 to 6 hours, which is quite good for a phone in this segment. So overall, the battery performance of the device is really good and you wouldn't have much to complain here. So now we have talked about almost all aspects about the device. So is it really worth buying? So the Lenovo ZUK Z1 has quite a lot of things going its way, with good display, performance, software, camera, a 64GB storage, excellent battery life, and along with great pricing, which is 13,500 for a phone with a powerful processor. The ZUK Z1 is a device which you cannot go wrong with considering the specifications and the pricing. Probably the only issue for this device is the slightly older processor, but that we don't think really that makes an issue, because this 801 is a really powerful chipset. And another major issue is that this is available only via flash sale on Amazon, so getting the device is a bit of a issue. So that was a detailed review of the Lenovo ZUK Z1. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.